My weaknesses in Italian. I had a conversation with one of my customers who bought one of my products, and we were talking about how no matter what level you reach, A1, B1, B2, there will always be weaknesses, right? There's no perfection in any language, okay? You will always have something to learn. That's what I want to say for most people, unless you're a super genius. Anyway, and I told her, even though my level is advanced or C1 in Italian, I still make mistakes all the time. And one of the biggest weaknesses, or some of the weaknesses that I have, um, I've had those weaknesses for a while. Okay, it just takes time. It takes time to correct everything. But my fluency is better. Okay, so the weaknesses that I do have, number one, is the subjunctive form, or we say congiuntivo in Italiano. And so congiuntivo, uh, modals like should have gone, should have eaten. Like I always have to put the words in a different order when I'm speaking or thinking. I would say the second conditional, also second conditional, third conditional, knowing the correct when to use the correct preposition, right? Di fare or da fare. Sometimes I get confused with that. Also, when to use the possessive pronoun, right? Um, so, for example, my la mia mole instead of mia mole or my wife, right? So sometimes I get thrown off with that sometimes. Or for example, in cucina, right? Instead of sometimes I still have to remember it's not nella cucina, my in cucina. So just little small little details. There are a lot of small little details that I have to learn. Okay, it's little small little nuances, right? But that can take many years to reach that level of proficiency. I want to say I don't want to say perfection, but that's pretty much it. I still have weaknesses, so uh, embrace your weaknesses. When you reach B2, you start to work on your weaknesses more and more and more and more. Actually, B1.2. And it's just a process. So don't become frustrated. Don't lose motivation. Just keep going.